almost scratched the whole look, but I took this off and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's see what this one looks like. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new, and today I'm gonna be doing a fall look using only ELF products. Well, almost only. I didn't pick up any mascara and I really don't like ELF mascara. And let's just address it. I am wearing different earrings. I like to wear different earrings sometimes. And I'm wearing the double hoops here and this one, this guy, and I like it. But let's get into the makeup. Please make sure you subscribe and you follow me on all my social media. First thing I'm gonna do is actually apply some Scotch tape to the ends of my eyes here so that we can get a really sharp wing. And I'm not the greatest at wing liner, and I know a lot of people who are watching are beginners, so this is a beginner's option to use the tape. Of course, just be gentle in that area. I do like to put it on the back of my hand and then apply it to my face. That way it doesn't have as much adhesive on the tape. By the way, I'm gonna be using only ELF brushes in this video. I have done a review on the brushes. If you do wanna see that, it will be up here in the cards. First thing we're gonna use is the ELF Black Gel Liner. This liner is supposed to be smudge proof, budge proof, and water resistant against sweat, tears, and rain. Now, while that's still wet, I'm going to blend that out, and I'm going to be using the eyeshadow C brush just to give us that smoked out look. Since we're not going to be using eyeshadow in this look at all, I will be using the bronzer palette just to blend out that black liner. Using the deepest shade here on the bottom on my eyeshadow C brush. I do still want the liner closest to the lash line and the tail to be as dark as possible. I am gonna go back in with the gel liner and the liner brush and just emphasize the black on the lowest part of the liner. You see how it gives it that look like it's three different colors? You have the gradient colors from the top, it's the brown, and then the smudged out black with the brown, and then the black that we just emphasized. I think it looks pretty cool. And the tape helps so much because I definitely couldn't have gotten that sharp of a line without the tape. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. I actually found it easier to use this small precision brush to apply the brown. When I was doing the other eye off camera, I discovered that I had this brush, and I remember that this brush is really good for detailed work like this. You can definitely use your finger to go in and blend that out. Now I'm going to use the contour brush just to apply a little bit more of that brown. I almost scratched the whole look, but I took this off and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's see what this one looks like. Not bad. I think I can work with it. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna use a makeup wipe to clean this and fix it a little bit. I definitely know that the wings are not the same. This one's smaller than this one, but I think we're at the point of no return. And I'm just gonna move on. It's okay that they don't look the same, and we're just gonna move on. All right. Now for foundation, I picked up the Flawless Finish foundation in the color Sand, and this is a light to medium color with neutral undertones. I do like to stay in the neutral colors. This foundation is supposed to be lightweight, oil-free, semi-matte, and a full coverage. It does have 40 shades, which I think is great. It is going to last you all day. At least that's what the claims are saying. I'm not gonna wear this for that long, so I will have to let you guys know on my Instagram. Just make sure you are following me. It is Jazzy and Things, and I will update you guys there. Oh, and also I am using the Total Face Sponge to apply the foundation. What I like off the bat is that this foundation comes with 40 shades and it has a pump, and it's very inexpensive, so that's a plus for me. I think the two pumps covered my face pretty well. So we are gonna move on to concealer. I did pick up the 16-hour Camo Concealer. I do have two shades. I have medium beige and medium peach. I originally bought medium peach thinking that it was going to be a peachy color, but it definitely isn't. It's very light. so I did have to go up in a shade. I'm going to first use the medium beige. It is a doe foot applicator and it is pretty big, which I really like. I like this color too. I'm gonna blend it out with the Total Face Sponge. I love this sponge because you can turn it on its side like this. And I did feature this in my products I've never tried before. And I will link that also right here up in the cards. This is a 16-hour coverage, full matte coverage, and it won't settle into fine lines. These are the claims again. Brighten up my face with this color. And it definitely brightened up this area right here around my mouth. And with the concealer brush, I'm just gonna blend out the nose highlight because it's a smaller area. Blends out really nicely. But I don't feel like this area is covered all the way. We shall see. Maybe I can build it up. Let's try that. Apply it a little bit more. I'm going to blend it out with the Flawless concealer brush. I blended out the concealer, but I got some on my eyelid here, so definitely don't want too much there. I don't want it to look like I tried, you know? For the setting powder, I'm going to be using the High Definition powder, and this is supposed to create a soft focus, masking lines and imperfections and brightening the eyes. I don't remember ever using this powder, so let's see. It does feel finely milled. I am putting it on my sponge. It definitely like made my under eyes really dry, but it did set my under eyes really good. Now I feel like the concealer is a little bit too dark. Do you guys see that? We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. This packaging is so bad. Like every time you open it, so much falls out. It does have a sifter, which I love, but it's really bulky. And I actually think that they changed it. It's more round now. I have the old packaging, but even the round one, I'm sure is spilling out like this. I'm gonna try out this pressed powder. This is also an HD powder, but this one, the claims say it's supposed to fill lines and blur imperfections while giving the skin a soft, smooth finish. It does have a powder puff under, which I really like, and a really nice mirror. I am going to use the e.l.f. complexion brush just to blend this out all over my face. You can definitely see like the concealer outline like that. And I don't know if it's the concealer or if it's the powder. I'll have to try the concealer out again. I do have this smooth eye powder. This is supposed to set your under eyes, blur your fine lines, and it does have vitamin C and K to strengthen the skin under your eyes. Wow. I'm just gonna use another concealer brush that I have and see what this is about. Since it is a really tiny container, I just see it flying everywhere. I don't know what it's doing. I don't really think it's doing much or anything at all. I have powder everywhere. Is this gonna be a fails video? What's going on, e.l.f.? I love your brushes. The bronzer palette that I'm going to use is the deep bronzer. It does also come in light, but I do like the shades in the deep one better. The light seems like it's a highlighter or an illuminating bronzer palette, and I'm going to use the stipple brush first with the lightest shade. Now I'm going to use the Flawless face brush and the darkest color in the palette. Back in with the stipple brush and the shade right here that has a sheen, just as a bronzer topper. That's pretty dark. We'll blend that out. You guys, it hasn't even been like, what? I don't even know how long. 15 minutes? And it's already settling into my fine lines right here, look. Right here, you see these lines? I'm gonna try to blend it out, see how it goes. Let's use this HD powder with the powder puff. Let's just leave that there. This looks really wild, so I'm gonna clean it up with the High Definition powder and my sponge. I'm gonna use the blush palette, and this is in light. I know that they do have two options, light and deep, and I really do like the deep ones, so I might just pick that up. These are pretty much all satin. I will also be using the stipple brush, and I'm going to use the brighter shades on the bottom. I think these blushes are really, really beautiful. This blush looks really, really pretty. I forgot to do the brows. Let me do the brows real quick, and I did pick up the Ultra Precise brow pencil. It does have a spoolie on one end and the tiny, tiny, skinny micro pencil on the other. It is a twist up. I don't know why I picked up brunette, but it does come in black. I think maybe they were out, and I really, really did want to try it out for you guys. So let's see how this works. The liner is supposed to define and fill in the gaps while still looking like brow hairs. Right off the bat, I think that the color is a little bit too light for me, obviously, but I am just gonna outline the brows and then fill them in. Now I'm gonna hold the brush up and do some flicks like this to mimic hair-like strokes. This is why I don't like pencils, because my eyebrow hairs are coming off. It is really, really tiny, so I do like that. And the brush is supposed to tame and comb out the brows to create effortless defined brows. Now they're not absolutely terrible. It is a little bit too red for me, this color, but I think if I clean it up with the concealer and a concealer brush, I think it'll look a little bit better. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. I'm gonna use both the medium beige and medium peach on the back of my hand and the concealer brush to clean up the brows. And blend it out with the concealer brush, the round blending one. It does dry pretty quick, actually, the concealer. Look at that. I feel like I can't even blend that out very much. Use my sponge that has a little bit of powder so I can set that and then blend it. That looks much better. What do you guys think? Yeah, I really don't think that it looks that bad. I don't like to go this light with my eyebrow pencil, but not too bad. I'm going to curl my lashes, apply some mascara, and I'll be right back. These are matte lip colors, and they are lipsticks. They are rich pigmented, long-lasting matte lipsticks. I don't think that these are matte, at least not the red one. The red one is called Rich Red, and the cool tone pink color is called Tea Rose. What's great about these two is that it has a sharpener on the bottom, and you can shape the lipstick back to its original, so you can line your lips and fill your lips with these. I will say they are very, very creamy. Now with the illuminating palette, I do find that these powders are a little bit powdery, but I don't mind them. These highlights are pretty good. I do really like them. I'm gonna use this champagne shade here. I'll be using the small tapered brush. I've used these bronzer, blush, illuminating palettes for so many years. I really do like them. ELF does have a setting spray, but I didn't like it, so I tossed it a long time ago and I haven't purchased a new one. I'm gonna set my face real quick and I'll be right back. Oh, and by the way, I did do my baby hairs and I ran a little bit of that gel in my eyebrows because I did not have a brow gel, which I used to use that clear brow gel back in the day. All right, everyone, that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, because that really, really does help me out. If you can recommend any brands that you want to see featured this way, let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I used this black liner before and the angled brush. If there, is this shaking? Now for setting power, this packaging is just such. Does that look bad? I don't even know anymore. Guys, this powder is everywhere. Create What? What were you thinking? What were you thinking?